Hi guys, Glue by Jenny is here. Watch me glam my bride. First of all, I went in to wipe her face properly. Then next, I went to hydrate her face with setting spray. Then next, I went in with my moisturizer and moisturize all over her face. Then next, I allow it to dry. Next, I went in with my sweat block and use it on the T-zones and other areas, but not under her eyes. Then next, I went in with her extra shade of foundations and blend into her skin. Then next, I went in with her contour and I used it on the upper side of her face and the lower side of her cheek and other side. Then next, I went in with her cream blush and apply it on top of her cheek and make sure I blend very well, even in her nose bridge. Then next, I went in with my concealer, a shade or two shade lighter than her skin, and apply it on all the highlighted areas and make sure I blend very well. After properly blending, I went in with her nose contour. I contour her face with a shade or two shade darker and make sure I blend very well to avoid harsh line. Next, I went in with my powder to set her face, her under eyes and every other highlighted areas. After properly setting the highlighted areas, next I went in with her extra shade of powder and apply it all over her face and make sure it's well blended. Then next, I'll be going in with, after properly blending, I'll be going in with my nose contour. This is the powder part, the other one was the cream. Now we're going into the powder part. Then next, I went in with my blush, the powder one, and make sure I blend very well. Then next, I went in with my powder brush to blend everything together. So next, I went again in with my contour to make sure it pops and gives that beautiful look. Then I did the same thing the other side. Then next, I'll be going in with my setting powder to properly set her face. I use my cheek setting powder to set her face and other highlighted areas. I make sure it's properly set. Then next, I'll be going with my concealer as a primer base for my eyeshadow. Then next, I went in with my transitional color for my eyeshadow. Then next, I went in with this darker shade to blend in the transitional color. So after properly applying my darker color, I went in with my brush to blend both the transitional color and the darker color together. So after properly blending them together, then next I went in with the exact color pink that I was supposed to use, which is coming from my Blossom palette that I was supposed to use. I applied it. Then next, I went in with my shiny color on top of it. After applying my glue, then I applied the shiny color. And next, I'll be going in with my Cara gel liner to the darker color to line her outer eyes. After properly lining her eyes, I did the same thing the other side of her eyes. I went in to line her outer eyes and the other parts of her eyes. So after this, I'll be going in with drawing her brow. Before drawing my brow, I went in with my brow tamer to lay her brows first and make sure it's well laid before going in with my Cara gel liner, the brown color, to line her eyes properly and make sure I fill in very well. Then the front part, I try to make it as light as it can be. I try to make it look more natural from the front. Then the back is well shaded to give us that real brow. Then next, I went in to highlight her underbrow with a shade or two shades lighter than her skin. And next, I went in to make sure that it's well blended. After properly blending, I went in to highlight the upper part of her brows. I used a shade darker or her actual shade to line the upper part and make sure I blend very well. After doing this, I also did it in the other part of her eyes and make sure it's well blended. Then next, I'll be going in with her extra shade of powder or a shade darker to blend everything together. Then the dark part, I actually use a shade lighter to also blend everything under her brows. Then after this, I make sure I blend very well. I went in with my mascara and allow it to dry. Then next, I went in to draw her lips. I first of all started with lining up her lips, then before I go in with the exact color. So after that, I blended everything. Then next, I use my setting spray to spray her face and allow it to dry. So after this, I already put glue on my lashes to allow it to fix it properly. So after properly fixing her lashes, then next I'll be going in with my highlighter. So I apply my highlighter on her cheek, on the top part of her cheek, and also on her nose bridge. Then next also on her eye part, under her eyes, to make sure that it pops. Then next I went in to make sure that it's well blended. So after this, I went in to gloss her lips with lip gloss, and make sure I told her to map very well. Then next I'll be going with my cheek glaze on top of her cheek to make it pop and give that even look. Then next I'll be going to press her brows, to press her lashes, press her lashes properly. After pressing her lashes properly, then next I will be going with my mascara under her eyes to give that even popping, to make sure it's well popped out. Then after this, I will be allowing it to dry. After it dries for some time, then next I'll be going to set her face and also use my seal it spray at the end, then allow it to dry. This is what the final look is. Para. So guys, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.